we're going to start on a very crazy project. I'm going to be taking a jet ski and a tugboat kids sandbox, and we're going to combine these two into some sort of a watercraft. A lot of people have done these in the past. There's actually been dozens and dozens of people. A lot of times what they do is they'll take the kids sandbox, they'll throw like an outboard motor on the back of it, or like a little 3 horsepower electric trolley motor, and kind of just putt around a pond. Obviously they don't go very fast. It's not like a very quick thing, but it looks fun. Everybody drinks some beer and has a good time. There's a guy that started a project, and I think originally he was going to just do the whole outboard trolley motor on the back, but he decided to combine it with a jet ski. His name is Rusty Van Ranch on TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff, and he started building one of these. I saw it probably a month or so ago. I fell in love and I said, I got to build one of those too. That looks awesome. I told him, I commented on one of his videos, I said, I would love to build one of these and race you. Just let me know when. Well, sure enough, he messaged back and he said when. Let's go. So, that's how I got started. Found a sandbox. This ended up being about 3 blocks from my house. Got real lucky there. Found I think this is a 2002 Seadoo. It's a 720cc motor. The motor's out of it. It needs new pistons. I actually got all those when I bought it. They all ended up being wrong. The previous owner bought them for like a 600. He's an idiot apparently. So I got new pistons and stuff coming for us. We can throw it back together, and we're gonna start cutting some shit up and see what happens. So let's go. This will most likely be a very long series of videos, so please stay tuned. It should be a lot of goddamn fun though. I'm trying to cuss less on YouTube. It should be a lot of gosh darn fun, golly gee. All right, let's go.
Fiberglassing the under and round all the sharp edges on the top half and get it ready for fiberglass.
What's up? We're gonna go check out a very special project I got coming up. We're gonna take a ride and see if we can go get it. Let's go. Oh, she is, baby. It's not exactly a Tugski, but it's pretty close. We need to get a steering wheel for it, because everybody loves a steering wheel that clicks. I'm not hating it. So, I got a new rebuild kit coming for my motor. While it's on the way, I should have it in about a week, but while I'm waiting on it, we're gonna go ahead and start stripping this bad boy down. As I'm starting to rip some of this stuff off, I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to do this. That's upsetting. Never step on a cutoff wheel. So as I'm starting to get into this, I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to do it. The thing I want to do the most is, obviously, we want the sandbox grafted to it. The thing I don't want to do is have to mold the sandbox all the way down to the bottom of the hull like he's doing, because that looks like a shitload of work. So I know I'm gonna have to do some fiberglass work, but I really don't want to have to do the whole bottom side. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a way maybe I can cut up here somewhere and try and keep this, this lip, even maybe keep that bumper, just have it painted. So I'm trying to see if, I don't know, maybe I can even cut right up here somewhere along that edge. I'm just trying to figure it out. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it yet. Also, I've never really ripped a jet ski apart before, so I'm kind of figuring out where everything is and where everything. I was gonna start cutting, and then I realized there's a bunch of wires that run in there, so had to slow down a little bit on that. But that's what we're doing. Ripping a jet ski apart. Hey! Bada bang. We're getting there. We're getting there. The old parts pile is starting to pile up. All right, let's see. Okay, so we got her stripped. I got all of this undone. I got basically everything undone, but I haven't cut anything yet because I don't know exactly what I'm doing, or I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do this yet. I think I'm gonna call it a night tonight, and I think tomorrow I'm gonna take the jet ski to the car wash and just power wash it, because it's just full of shit. There's old stagnant water in there, and then this is all bad. But the more I'm looking at it, I think I might be able to kind of use this tower as part of the, the tugboat's windshield and sail area, or whatever you want to call it, the front of it with the windshield. I think I might almost be able to get that to kind of work with that. And if I can, I'll be able to reuse a lot of these mounts for my steering wheel and all that. So I'm gonna go get it power washed, and then I'm gonna go get the Sandbox over here and kind of start taking some measurements and seeing what I can do. Because I think I might be able to keep some of that, which is gonna be a huge, you know, time saver.
The next day.
We're gonna wash this bad boy. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, so we got her cleaned up. And what I'm wanting to do is see if I can just cut right there, leave that support to run all my steering wheel and stuff. That's the goal. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna cut this in half, start trying to fit the windshield front portion to see where it needs to be. I worry it's gonna be too far back. You know, I don't want a big front lip on it. So we're gonna have to try and figure something out there. But first thing I need to do, I've been measuring it, and probably the best thing to do is just cut it, start putting it up there and seeing what it looks like. So that's what we're gonna do. Time to cut up a Sandbox. Okay, well, first impressions are I hate it. Let me try and move this back a little. Well, I might have to cut it some more to move it back. I think I want it back more, a little bit, and then I'm gonna have to end up basically fiberglassing that whole front, which is gonna be a real pain in the ass, but I don't see any other way to do it. I'm also gonna take some height out of it. It's way too tall, so I'm gonna chop it down there a bit. That'll sit it down a little bit, and hopefully when I cut that down, it'll let it come back. So let's try that real quick. So I put some tape there so I can kind of get an idea where the fiberglass would look, and I don't hate that. I kind of like it. And then what I can do here is just have this mold into this. I'll have to raise it a little bit, obviously, and then tie it into the rear of the tub back here. I think what I want to do in the back, though, I do want to keep this somehow kicked down, because anybody that's ever rode a jet ski knows when you fall off of it, you're climbing up back here. You know, you have to climb back in through there. So you really don't want a big lip, especially a big plastic lip. You know, even if you fiberglass it, you're going to be doing a lot of tugging on it, trying to get back in. So I'm going to probably try and figure out some way to keep that down. It also helps the water get out of there when you get water in the sides. So far, I'm not hating it. Really trying to use this, so I don't, or trying to keep this, because so much of my structural stuff is there. I think I'm going to have to trim it a little bit just for better looks. I don't like how pointy it is. But I kind of like that I can keep that there and then just run, you know, I'll make my new steering wheel and stuff. But I don't hate it. I certainly don't hate it. Cool. Oh, it's starting to look like something. This tape is just so I can kind of see what the shape is going to look like, you know, when it's all fiberglassed in. That kind of helped me figure out where I wanted to put the cowl section, you know, how far forward, how far back. I had it way back and I had it way forward. I didn't really like it either way, so I'm going to kind of put it right where it needs to be with the steering. It's going to work out just fine. Not too bad for a start. Saving a ton of time not having to cut the top of this hole off. Yeah, there's still going to be a shitload of fabrication work up here, but at least all this stays the same. I'll actually be able to put the seat back on it, you know, just run the normal seat instead of having to make custom shit. Thank you guys very much for watching. We're going to go ahead and cut this here so this video isn't like 45 minutes long. We kind of got a good idea on where the cowling, we're going to call this the cowl, is going to be on the jet ski. Obviously, this is all going to get filled in with fiberglass. I just want to make sure everything under here is perfect. My light just went out, son of a bitch. I'm gonna make sure everything under here is perfect as far as like wiring or anything like that that needs in there, because once this is fiberglass to the hull, I really have no way to get in there. I could always cut the fiberglass off. It wouldn't be that big of a deal if I had to get in there, but I'd much rather not have to. So I'm going to make sure everything in here is perfect before this is on here perfectly. Things pissing me off. But stay tuned for more videos. I'm sure I'll be going through all that as it comes up. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff they tell you to do in the videos, and check out some more of my other videos. Peace.